Hey everyone, it's Andre. That sounded like Mr. Roger. It's week number two, interactive spiritual experience. Thanks for watching, tuning in. It's the YouTube channel. You want to know something funny? I sat down, I got all my stuff ready to go, and I I swear I put some cologne on, and then afterwards I was like, why did I put cologne on? Like, I'm the only one here, so but. I think it was kind of one of those things where it's kind of like it's go time. Um, but so I'm all cloned up and ready to go. Welcome to the interactive spiritual experience week number two. Um, I'm excited about this. I saw a lot of really great things come from the first week in my own life, and also the lives of the people following my work. And I could see the connections. I can see things working in terms of like timing. I mean, it's been amazing. So I wanted to definitely keep this going. Let's see. I have a little like note, like cheat, not cheat, but like note sheet here, because it's kind of like, I want to make sure I get everything in, because there's a lot of great stuff going on in terms of this. So I was thinking about it, and it's kind of like you know this is kind of like an evolved, kind of futuristic, almost kind of way of sharing the Bible, because you've got the passage that I'm sharing and I'm posting for everyone to read, and then you also have the the energy exchange, which is kind of like the science aspect, which is what I've done some work on, the science and the spirit together. So you kind of have the spiritual aspect to it there too, the scientific aspect there of it too. So it's not just reading the passage and getting into the Bible, but it's also connecting that positive energy, the love of God, really, and kind of connecting it and I kind of something that I've talked about in one of my concepts, the connection of love and spirit, kind of with everyone that's kind of viewing this and getting involved with it. And it's just the pure energy of God. And I actually had to spread things out. The reason why I've done every 2 weeks is because I've noticed that the effect was so profound. I mean, in my life, that I wanted to spread it out 2 weeks, actually give it time to permeate in my life and the lives of the people that are viewing it. And again, it was all positive things. And it's funny because I was talking to someone the other day, because I'm doing this whole stomach thing. I've got going on, and I'm doing this. I'm in the midst of the 3 week treatment for it, and I don't like it. I don't like the way I feel when I take that stuff. I feel sluggish. I feel like just not great. And I was kind of complaining about it the other day, and then I was like, Pam, like that's actually a great thing. I mean, I've been dealing with this now for like a few years, and they think they found what's wrong with it. So I'm doing this treatment, and it's like realistically, I feel kind of I don't feel great right now, but realistically, I mean, this very well may solve my problem, and maybe in the summertime, I'll be fit and happy and running around and just like woo, stomach free, pain free in my stomach, and woo, and then I'll be like, wow, like thank God for that treatment. It just doesn't feel great now, but I mean that's a huge thing. That's a positive thing that's transpired within the past few weeks. The stuff that happened with my dad. I mean, it's just been a very profoundly terrific past few weeks for me. And then I've also seen it happen in the lives of people that have been following my work, and not just that, but it's been connecting things. I can see it through color and through just it's just been amazing. So this is for me. This I feel like this is kind of a cool, like futuristic, like very, I mean, evolutionary, if you will, kind of way of sharing the Bible. I mean, and I mean that's very true. It's actually happening. Um, and the other thing I was kind of thinking of too is the fact that I think that this is so profound because of the energy exchange aspect, that and all of that kind of that kind of cool stuff that, you know, if it's affecting our lives in that kind of way, in that positive way, it's like it might even go as far as like if there was something that was, you know, going to happen, let's say like 2 days from now, that was kind of on the negative side, like maybe getting like a car bender or a car accident or something like that, like maybe doing this and maybe just sitting down and participating in this, you know, things like that might not even happen. It might actually change the course. You know, might tweak things into a positive light, so that, you know, maybe you still get in a car accident, but it's just a little scratch, or you don't even get into the car accident at all. I mean, I feel like this is that profound, where it's actually going to, you know, positively affect your life so much. I mean, think of everything that happened for me afterwards with, you know, finding my dad, and getting the treatment for my stomach, and, you know, I mean, I'd like to think that, you know, uh, doing the week one spiritual experience kind of, you know, had something to do with those things. So anyway, um, the fun fact for today, that's my little, you know, right before the first do fun fact. And I call them fun facts just because, you know, they're fun and they're facts. So, but like it kind of gets into, like, you know, the stuff. You know, it's taken me 3 years of work and kind of commitment to this, to get all of this stuff in. Like my book, Proving Love. Like, I mean, that was a really big thing for me too, which is on my Instagram page. You can check that out. But because it kind of explained things more, and so I've just seen it. So it's taken me 3 years to get to this point, and I think that the fun facts is kind of cool because it kind of, you know, fills in maybe a few gaps of things that maybe anyone following my work might not know, and or some cool aspects to the stuff that I can kind of share. So the fun fact for today is, you know, in my book Proving Love, I talk about uh, um, the level of faith that it's taken for me to get here, and that's something that I've talked to the guys about at the church in regards to my spiritual experiences, and you know, it's like a level of faith that it's on a large scale, and sometimes it's been really, really hard. That's been the hardest, you know, hardest part of the process. But, you know, it's having that level of faith and commitment that's gotten me here. But there's a post that it's the AI post. It's probably about a year ago now, and it's the AI. It's the yellow and the red, and it's about a year old now. And in that post, it's like one line, and I just simply say, implementate implementation series part 2 coming at you, like something like that. I want it to be kind of like, you know, coming soon type of thing. But here's the reality is, I had no clue what I was going to do after that. I really didn't have a single clue. I was going by on I posted it on a pure faith that God would reveal more of what was going to come next, and so that's kind of that post kind of reveals just how much faith I had to have, that I would put out there, you know, future implementation posts, you know, stuff coming soon. And then also, if you look at what happened after that, you know, I wrote the book and everything. So, you know, it's a level of faith that I've had in this process, and that post kind of reveals it. All right, I'm going to just get right into it, and it just, you know, basically all I do is I kind of, God somehow guides me to a thing, and so I'm going to do it really quick here, and then I'll just post it, and we can all read it and see how it affects our lives. So I'm going to just flip through it, and, you know, I don't know how it happens, but somehow it's relevant to. Okay, here we go. Joshua. It says Joshua. It's 361. 15:18. That's kind of a cool thing, because that number is relevant right there. So Joshua 15:8, page 361, and I'll post this. I have never read that. I'll post it right after this video. I'll just post this one page. We can read it and see how it affects our lives. See how it positively impacts my life, positively impacts your life, and hopefully we can, you know, spread this around the world, and an idea of connectivity, love, peace. And that's the whole idea. So I'll post the page right after this. All right. Have a great day.